Welcome back to Battle of the All-Stars 2020. I'm Tom Foolery. With me is Nella. We have the pleasure of bringing Saskatchewan versus Maryland. Both of these teams took a tough loss earlier today. Now they're ready to get back into the action. What can we expect right now?
I am looking forward to seeing quite a few new fresh faces take the floor for Saskatchewan because there is some new roster names out there. So let's get that started. Number 7, Venus. Number 1111, Joe Means Joe. Number 15 is your player coach, Scott Free. Number 182, Skidlet. Number 201, Coleshaw. Number 21, Pterodactyl. 30, Rip. 33, Nikki Fury. Number 40, Nemesis. Number 411, Amanda Stroyer. Number 518, Melcree, she's your captain. Number 69, Terralizer. Number 8, Dame Tamer. And 93, Lady Luck. And they are coached by, as mentioned, Scott Free and bench coach Mako.
All right, for Team Maryland, what we have here is number 7, Duke of Windsor. Number 13, Pretty Paralyzer. 15, Kim Wise Kimchi. Number 2, D-Wall. 814, Bang Bang. Number 22, Lucretia McEvil. Number 25, Eddie Kruger. 215, Philadelphia. Number 34, Lady Kaboom. Number 315, Killa Chris. Number 4, General Chaos. 502, Rexy Dangerfield. 75, RoboChop. Number 716, Bashanista. Number 7, Marvy Lust. And 94, Catastrophe. They're going to be bench coached today by Hal, Scruff, and Scar.
If Saskatchewan was wearing their dominant color of green, this would be like a Christmas bout, Tom Foolery.
It most definitely is.
We do want to give a shout out as well to Slamazonian, who unfortunately could not make it to BOTAS this year. Lots of love from the Saskatchewan team, and your jersey's actually hanging up on the bench.
Yeah, special shout out. Sorry you can't be here. We're having a blast. Day one. So far, the games are starting to get closer and closer. I expect this to be a really good one. Team Maryland had a tough game earlier. Saskatchewan giving Ohio all they could handle.
Oh my gosh, it was so close, but in the end, Ohio taking a well-deserved victory there. Coleshaw, though, with a dominant performance in that bout, who now has the star, a.k.a. Prairie Lily, and doing what she does best, using those toe stops. Oh, but not quite, Tom. It looks like she's off to the penalty box on a track cut.
Yeah, Bang Bang out there for Team Maryland now trying to get free on this power jam, but that is a great job in front by number 30, Rip.
Yeah, Rip, an aged-up junior coming to us in the senior BOTAS competition for the very first time.
Yeah, very legit, strong, independent blocking. Oh, great offense there by Team Maryland, able to get the seal.
But a Maryland blocker is sent to the penalty box. Meanwhile, Team Saskatchewan now settling down in front.
We don't have a lead jammer. I do not see the jam ref pointing to Maryland, so we're going to go probably full 2 minutes. I didn't see what happened there.
Just to start this bout and start this game, of course, this is a 30-minute bout. We'll talk about what that means in just a moment. Coleshaw out of the penalty box, star in hand. Grabbed her initial.
Star of the game earlier, Coleshaw, really impressive athletic skater. You know, right now, Bang Bang bottled up, and Coleshaw, just like that, through the pack.
Yeah, Coleshaw making her first BOTAS appearance in 2018 when Saskatchewan made their first BOTAS appearance. Saskatchewan, the only Canadian team to ever skate in this contest.
Most definitely. Bang Bang still trying to get through, dealing once again with Rip. Non-stop defense in the front.
And Rip is known.
Ripping her apart right now. Poor Bang Bang gets sent down to the inside.
I think Bang Bang also was a bit distracted by the bench, which played into Rip's strength, and Coleshaw is assessed a track cut call, not realizing her skate went too far on the inside.
So great offensive block there by General Chaos, but blocked to the back it was. Did get Bang Bang free. Bang Bang able to score. And I'm sorry I missed it, but now I see Coleshaw sitting down in the penalty box.
Yeah, she got that track cut call. Her skate was just too much on the inside. Didn't even realize it, trying to get a jersey whip off a Rip. So what a first jam already. 2 jammer penalties. Remember, in this half hour of play, you only get 4. That's right, you only get 4 before a foul out.
So you always got to be careful, because what we saw earlier today is if you get the accidental insubordination or intentional insubordination, it's a shame because it puts you really in jeopardy. Pretty paralyzed, able to power through. 8-8 early in this game.
Yeah, great effort there by the Maryland jammer to slice through the blocking line of Skidlet, Melcree, and Terralizer. very veteran crew, despite Skidlet being so young, another aged-up junior skating out of Saskatchewan.
Yeah, them juniors coming from Canada are making their names already in the first game or two. We did have Lucretia McEvil report to the penalty box for Team Maryland.
Oh my gosh, and Skidlet now reporting to the penalty box. It's been a busy part of the day over there.
Well, imagine that. You had Coleshaw actually back out there, put the star back on, able to get the jam called off, but 12-8, early lead there by Team Maryland. Still plenty of time to go.
Team Saskatchewan really wanting to play as competitively as possible. Team Saskatchewan has only won one game in all of their BOTAS appearances, and it was against, guess what, Maryland last year. So
yes,
they're looking to repeat that. And that was a major win for a team that came in obviously ranked at the very bottom in their first year, had a great effort, learned a lot, and then came back.
Oh, you've seen improvement every single year from the Saskatchewan team. Team Maryland's had a lot of changes in their team. They have another 5 to 6 new skaters this year, and that's Kimwise Kimchi getting knocked out. Now re-engage with the pack.
And Joe Means Joe is rocking the Prairie Lily for Team Saskatchewan and able to pick up lead quite swiftly there on the inside of turn 2.
Oh, able to break freeze Kimwise Kimchi.
Now, Joe Means Joe did get into a lot of jammer penalty trouble in that first bout. Not so much to be fouled out, but she knows to now watch for those forearms. That was the big call on Joe Means Joe.
Well, every ref crew is different, so, you know, we're rotating through. You just got to play the cards that you're dealt, try to adapt and overcome.
And we've got Maryland in red, in case you can't see the detailing on the shirts. But they're in red, and Team Saskatchewan rocking their white jerseys once again. You really got to see the green, though, because the green is the dominant Sask color. It's what all of our pro teams wear.
Getting a kick out of online. Why did she run that straight at Marv? Something about Marv's face. Just attacks jammers. Always love to see you guys having fun out there while we're watching this game.
Exactly. Coleshaw picking up lead jammer. So Coleshaw being entered into this jammer rotation pretty tightly now. Her third appearance in 4 jams.
And took a pivot star, took the star back after she got out of the box. So
yeah, they're really wanting to make a difference right off the get-go as we are tied 12 apiece in jam 4. Coleshaw calls it, deciding let's just make it a wash on that one. Actually picked up 4 points.
Correct. Now taking the lead. Saskatchewan in lead 16-12. Early on action, but back and forth. Coleshaw making a name once again after the first game. Looks like going to have a big impact on this one.
And just want to point out that the Saskatchewan pivot, Nikki Fury, hailing from Weyburn, Sask, this is her first appearance back in competitive play, in really demanding competitive play since quite a nasty injury she took last year and needing ankle surgery. So
there you go. You were talking about them junior jammers coming up.
Yeah, there they are. Skidlet picking up lead jammer status, moving swiftly to the outside. Skidlet always learning from previous games pretty quickly what needs to be corrected and adapted. So that first game might lead to a lot more strength in this second one.
Pretty paralyzer through now on a scoring pass as well. Skidlet calls it off and realizes what's going on. Maryland not able to pick up any points. So no harm, no foul. Let her get into the pack, but good job by the defense, not giving up any points.
Yeah, we're seeing comments here. Of course, I'm going to give shout-outs to the Team Sask comments. Skidlet is a beast. She certainly is, and she's only growing and getting better. We are seeing
just the tip of the iceberg if I engage. As she gets more used to the game at this level, it's only going to just go up from there.
And we've got it's 3-on-3 blocker strength, as there are 2 blockers in the penalty box, 1 for each team. Maryland out first.
That's Kimwise Kimchi out, lead jammer, first lead jammer for her today.
And Joe Means Joe being recycled back, coming in. Joe Means Joe, a very physical jammer.
Yeah, had a great game earlier, now able to tip throw through the inside, free the pack. Kimwise trying to get free, met on the inside line. That's a tough shoulder there by number 8.
That's Dame Tamer. Very tough shoulder. I've come up against that shoulder. It is deadly
very
sometimes.
fitting name.
Yep. And Joe Means Joe is free, picking up 4 points.
Maryland, interesting. We watched the game earlier to let a lot of the jams run a little long. Now they're starting to minimize the damage, calling that jam off after picking up 4 points.
Yeah, at least tying the jam score there. Saskatchewan's still leading 23-16, but the bout is still young. There's still plenty of time left. And Kim Wise, her first BOTAS, that's fantastic. We're going to see a replay here. Oh, no, that's not a replay. We're going to
a couple of these comments coming from Bourbon Bruiser, a Team Maryland skater.
Nice. We love to hear all of those tidbits as well. Any insight you can give us, we're going to share it. And Coleshaw once again with the star for Saskatchewan. And Bang Bang out with the star for Maryland.
Bang Bang, a newer skater as well. 8-1-4, Bang Bang, lead jammer.
And we talk about aged up juniors, but Coleshaw also started as a junior, but albeit like a long time ago now. So one of the first.
That tunnel of new talent coming into the game that we get to love.
And Maryland not able to close lane 1 fast enough for Coleshaw, who kept her momentum, picked up 4 more points for Team Sask.
Now Bang Bang looked like it was almost free of the pack. See if they continue to run it. You see the Coach Hal off to our left, tapping the hips. We're here in turn 1. We're looking straight down the line, seeing both the benches in front of us.
Very exciting play. This game is heating up. Saskatchewan and Maryland once again earning matching points there, 4 apiece, 27-20. And if you're joining us from Saskatchewan, I'm so sorry it's so cold back home. I know you guys woke up with extreme cold warnings. It is positively balmy here in Hatfield, Pennsylvania.
It's about 40, 45 degrees. Yeah, it might be balmy in comparison.
And we are going back into play. Jam 8, Skidlet with a star and a spin to grab lead.
Yeah, great body control, going right around, stepping around the hip of the actual skater. Pretty Paralyzer now free of the pack. Skidlet comes up, follows the blocker.
Yeah, Skidlet trying to use Melkery's shirt as a bit of a stability, and it helps because she's able to call off the jam there and picks up a point.
Yeah, great job. So being able to hold sign in. Oh, great job on the replay there, going around the outside to get free. And great job by Nerd Derby, doing a phenomenal job every year, bringing us the great action.
And some of the best camera angles Derby has to offer because you can really see the action up close. Pretty much what Tom and I can see right here as well.
Most definitely. All right, that's Kim Wise Kimchi back at the line. And that means Joe.
Yeah, it seems like the double-named jammers like to go up against one another. Joe taking this one with lead, and a big hit by Scott Free on Kim Wise Kimchi slows her down.
Scott Free definitely not getting blown up right there. Kim Wise Kimchi has to recycle all the way to the back.
I think that might be a little bit of a pride thing. I know Scott Free did get knocked down a couple times when she doesn't normally in the last game, so a chance for redemption.
Oh, friendly fire running right into Scott Free.
Yeah, the announcer curse strikes, and then where does that land us? That lands us with 4 points there for Team Saskatchewan. With
credit does have to go to Joe Means Joe for taking that hit as a jam came to conclusion.
Exactly. Actually, a total of 6 points on that jam for Saskatchewan, 34-20. Jam still plenty of time left.
Still starting to inch ahead. Saskatchewan starting to get a feel for this game. They've been consistently getting lead jam in the last several jams.
Oh, they're running a much tighter bench too, because here we're seeing it's Coleshaw again taking the star, whereas in their first bout there was a much deeper jammer rotation. For those wondering possibly, we'll talk about that in just a second. Meanwhile, Coleshaw.
Yeah, Bang Bang right behind Coleshaw. Coleshaw seals the line on the inside and turns around, calls it off.
Not
big
quite,
smile,
yeah.
Big smile on Bang Bang's face.
Yeah, knows as well that Coleshaw didn't get any points. I mean, Coleshaw did the right moves. He turned backwards, tried to get the hips in there, but man, that Maryland line closed.
It was just that funny little, just give a little bit of hope and shut it down just in time. And Bang Bang was hoping to get something, but to no avail.
Some really great blocker positioning there, though, by Team Saskatchewan to be in the front. That wasn't very effective for them in that game against Ohio, where Ohio definitely had a smarter blocker advantage.
All right, little slow start to this jam. Here we go.
And it's Skidlet out once again with the star. So we're seeing the successful jammer stay in play, and in this case, picking up lead once again.
Pretty Paralyzer just able to break free of the pack now.
And she takes a big little hop over Terralizer, some friendly assistance there on the inside line. Terralizer one of those silent but deadly blockers for sure.
Yeah, it looked like it was setting up to be a big jump and then realized the hole kind of opened up. It was a little kind of skipped through the middle.
Yeah.
No loss of speed. Jam called off. 4 points picked up by Maryland there.
So Skidlet skates out of Saskatoon Roller Derby, and that was my home league initially, and I've taken Apex jumping workshops with her, and yeah, I'm just, every time I'm like, you got it. You got the thing.
The tall and long legs, I think, yeah, it's just a little extra to the Apex jump, whereas somebody in short stature like myself, yeah, no.
Oh, like yourself, like myself. All right, now we've got Joe Means Joe and Killa Chris.
Yep, Killa Chris jamming for the first time. Did not play in a game earlier, now getting into the action, seeing what they can do to change up the rotation. Marv out in front there dealing with the jam, able to get a knockoff.
Yeah, really great effort there by the Maryland blockers to slow down Joe Means Joe, who stays in on her toe stops.
But great job. Marv went back, but able to jump in just before Marv got any further. Marv kind of got out of the play as a result. Great game awareness by Joe Means Joe.
Yeah, Joe has just got years behind her in terms of playing as well with very many different teams, so she's able to be a great pickup skater as well.
But it looks like there's a little grit, a little something to her, because it got knocked off by Marv. This time went right at Marv, put her out of the way, and then just kept going forward. So maybe some gamesmanship we can keep an eye out for.
Yep. And we'll see another Saskatchewan jam win on that one. 8 points by Joe Means Joe. Makes it an even 50-24. And no team clock stoppages just yet. Both teams have their timeouts and their official reviews.
That goes back to the 30-minute. We each have 1 timeout per team, 4 fouls before you foul out. The clock will stop. In years past, it kept running for each stoppage being either an official review or a timeout.
Joe is everything right now, we're seeing in the comments. Yeah, she's certainly holding it down for Team Saskatchewan, and so is Coleshaw, who once again has the Prairie Lily, the provincial flower for Saskatchewan, on her helmet cover and picks up lead.
Meanwhile, Saskatchewan just bottling up, bang, bang, and then finally the offense comes back to help get free, but damage done. Coleshaw now stalking the pack.
And Coleshaw deciding to opt for the outside, scooting by the Maryland captain for 1 point.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, was able to spin by Eddie Kruger, but luckily that stopped the actual momentum. 1 point still is a win, Now up to 51 points, gradually extending that lead.
And we've crossed the halfway point of the bout, Tom, as we are now 14 minutes, 30 seconds left on the game clock anyhow, and Skidlet with the star for Team Saskatchewan.
But I once again have to say it's been impressive seeing Saskatchewan. They really threw it at Ohio. Couple late breaks late in that game didn't go their way, but they look like they are here to play this weekend. I bet you see them rise in the rankings from the years past.
And as well, you're seeing a bit of a different roster here than
pretty
this morning.
Paralyzed, they're able to get free from the pack. Looks like kind of there was a reset and able to just kind of catch people napping for a second. Got out there.
Yeah.
Skidlet trying to break free.
Yeah, Maryland needed that. They needed that lead because with Saskatchewan dominating for so long and the crowd going a little quiet there as Skidlet takes a pretty nasty fall, but she seems okay. She's back up.
Yeah, looks like big hit there by Lucretia McDeevil.
And Terralizer sent to the penalty box along with a Maryland blocker. That's pretty Paralyzer, who we've been calling quite a few times, has been a dominant force out there as
hops over leg there, able to score more points. It looks like great opportunity here for Maryland if they can get another possible hit it and quit it, minimize his damage, get right back into this game. But if we know Saskatchewan's defense, they're not giving up anything easy.
Oh, and my apologies. That wasn't pretty Paralyzer in the penalty box. That's Robo Chop instead. That's all right.
Yeah, hit there late there. Looks like Lucretia McGee was looking at the referees to see what happened. Knocked down the jammer there for Saskatchewan.
So Maryland with the jam win on that 10-2 bumps them up to 34 points. Saskatchewan 52.
Looks like Lucretia McGee was looking and questioning because now getting sent to the penalty box.
And that would make it a full one. So we are going to have a quick official timeout to sort that out and a chance, Tom, to read about our fantastic sponsors.
Most definitely. We just want to make sure we give it the checkout. Make sure you guys all check out BOTAS on Facebook and Instagram. Stay up to date by searching Battle of the All-Stars. Big shout out to Bucksmont Roller Derby Dolls, who have been hosting us every single year that we've been here. It's been pretty phenomenal. And always want to give a shout out to our friends at Nerd Derby helping put on this feed.
Yes, we wouldn't be here if not for that. And you wouldn't be watching the phenomenal Derby you are. So New England Roller Derby Report would like to thank their production sponsors, Sociopath. Sociopath is a skater-run business offering size-inclusive leggings and shorts designed to fit you with 7 different lengths and pockets. She's sure to have a style that works for your body. Team colors, custom prints, and group discounts are all available. Also offering dozens of armband and helmet cover options. She's got you covered. So please see sociopath.ca/nerd for 10% off your next order.
So if they're coming out with pockets in all the gear, does that mean there's a retirement of fanny packs?
No, there'll always be room for fanny packs.
There's a fanny pack counterculture out there, and then everybody's pro fanny pack.
But as a woman, I can tell you there's not nearly enough pockets on our garments that are, for some reason, gendered and do not include pockets. All right, so now we're going to see what's going on. Yeah, Maryland score adjusted there, 10 points. So now we're an even 20-point difference.
Okay, there's 2 blockers in the box. We saw Lucretia McEvil go over to the box. I'm not sure if we got pushed back out on the track right now,
yeah.
So there's a good chance has to report.
But in the meantime, Joe Means Joe still has to find a path past those Maryland blockers. Does so, does not do so, in fact.
Yeah. That was a big hit there by Lucretia McEvil, drawing to cut track, and then
I think, too, there was a little bit of Joe Means Joe thinking she was in the clear,
Yep.
but a forearm call now on Killa
Chris.
Chris.
So now we're going to flip the jam. Great opportunity there for Team Maryland. Now we're just going to run 2 minutes and see who can control the rest of this jam.
And to think only a 20-point difference in that first bout, Team Saskatchewan's Cole Shaw, who grabbed MVP in that game, got 24 points. So anything is possible, even in one jam.
Yeah, it was a monster jam. Now Joe means free of the pack now, looking to score points.
And the pack settling in to turn 3, slowed down, dialed in as Killa Chris now released, of course, only sitting for the same length of time that Joe Means Joe did. So a quick penalty by both blockers. 4 points on the board for Joe Means Joe.
Killa Chris driving to the front. Oh, beautiful job avoiding that late hit by Terralizer.
I'm sorry, I'm just reacting over here. Meanwhile, Joe Means Joe trying to take the inside there on turn 4. Not quite. Killa Chris coming up against Scott Free, but gets by, and Dame Tamer then slowing her down. But Dame Tamer also scoots out of the pack.
Killa Chris continues.
Oh, an illegal contact call on Killa Chris.
Oh, no, they're calling back on the track. No, looks like they're calling back on the track. Oh, that's a shame. Lost that momentum.
That's a tough call. But Dame Tamer, meanwhile, the pivot for Saskatchewan takes a seat instead.
Maryland's just trying to bottle things up as Killa Chris accidentally sent off, came back on, trying to slow things down.
Did a great job, really slow down Joe Means Joe, while Killa Chris still had to, go off and then come back, picking up another 4 points there for Maryland. So Saskatchewan with only a slight win on that, but a big one here. We're going to take another look at some of the action there.
Oh, yeah, that little stop, let the flyby go and keep going. Killa Chris putting it on. And luckily that good effort right at the very end was able to match the last pass despite getting sent off, so that's a good thing.
Yeah, so the score difference still very close here. Saskatchewan 66, Maryland 42 as we enter Jam 16 with just over 10 minutes left on the game clock, and that's also just 10 minutes left of this bout as it is the final 30-minute bout of BOTAS. And we've got Cole Shaw out for Team Saskatchewan. We're just talking about her big jam in that last game. An illegal contact call on Rip from Saskatchewan, so pack advantage to Maryland right now.
And Bang Bang able to get free early. Not too many early releases on there. Looks like you got Cole Shaw playing defense for a little bit. Oh, Bang Bang stays on the skate, gets spun around.
But Nemesis coming up with a one-on-one blocking, followed by Lady Luck, able to slow her down just a bit as Cole Shaw, signature style, moving fast. Does she get by enough hips to score any points? Doesn't appear so.
But that's a win for Maryland.
Did you
yeah, we just did that.
That was
yeah,
great.
We did that.
And take another look at that moment when Bang Bang was able to get by.
Yeah, took the back hip and able to roll forward with the momentum. That's always a beautiful skill that you don't see enough, is taking the momentum and using it to keep going forward.
Someone's asking about the score right now. Saskatchewan 66, Maryland 46. Once again, still an even 20, and it's Skidlet on the line for Team Sask.
Going up against Pretty Paralyzer. Whistles blow.
We have a forearm call on Skidlet.
And Paralyzer's already through. Lead jammer. Here's the opportunity that Maryland's been kind of waiting for, but they need to capitalize now.
Well, they're doing a great job goading one of the Saskatchewan blockers. That's Amanda Stroyer.
Oh, huge hit there on the backside. That's Mallory.
But look at that fantastic blocker awareness there, shutting down Mallory and Terralizer,
all at
two
once.
Veteran blockers. Excuse me, Maryland, you showed up to play.
Yeah, 2 for the price of 1. Now that's 1 scoring pass. Pretty Paralyzer coming back around.
Maryland doing a phenomenal job of providing offense by goading.
Well, they're stretching out that pack for Saskatchewan. They're really stretching out. They have 1 in back, and they had somebody separated in the middle, breaking the pack up. That was really good coordinated offense.
This is a big, big jam for Maryland already, with picking up 8 points, already in scoring position for a couple more.
All right, looked like there was a big hit between Skidlet, and I think that is D-Wall down on the backside of the track.
So we're just going to take a moment here. The jam was called for that.
Yeah, was definitely called for that. We'll see, make sure that, I believe that's D-Wall. We'll get clarification. Then look, we have a couple replays here. Check those out while we make sure everybody's okay. Once again, quickly out there was the medical staff, which we're always glad to see the EMTs looking out for all our skaters.
Yeah, flat track roller derby, everyone across the sport, safety is #1. Player safety is #1.
And we always hope for a nice uneventful. Now Team Maryland's going out there to sit around and make sure they can take care of everything that's going on.
So with that, just to catch everyone up in terms of the time that we have left in play, we have 7 minutes, 54 seconds left on the game clock. Of course, all time stops in this moment. When there's an injury, it is very quiet now in our venue, but we do want to thank the Bucksmont Roller Derby girls. Dames, that's it.
I learned that lesson. I made that mistake in the past, and I was corrected, and I've gone on. But, 66-54, we've had a very exciting game, very fast-paced game. We've seen the contrast in the different type of jammers in the game. We have power. Colshaw's just so strong, but then agile, and then you have Just Joe and Skidlet doing a great job. Maryland's got a lot of really speedy skaters, and then Killer Chris had that big jam that helped get things going. Pretty Paralyzer with that big power jam was really nice. Got bring them back into the game. So 8 minutes ago, we're still really kind of back and forth. Saskatchewan able to extend, and now getting it eaten into a little bit.
And the BOTAS logo is up, in case you're just joining us, because there has been a player injury. We're not certain as to the details. We just know that the play was stopped for that. It is an injury on Maryland. Just as well, to give an update on a Saskatchewan injury, player Raina Terror, who had a great run in the last game. She's an aged-up junior. It's her first BOTAS. She did take a precautionary measure to remove herself from this game, just to ensure that she'd be safe to play some of the other games with a bit of an ankle injury. And there we go. That's the sound we love to hear. The crowd clapping as the skater now is coming off.
Yeah,
I believe unassisted, actually, as well.
Yeah, walking off with scruff, smile on the face of D-Wall. Glad to see that. Sit out a few jams, but just glad to see a smile on the face, skating off under her own power. That's awesome. Always glad to see that. It makes you feel so much better. So we're going to get back to the action.
Yeah, we are.
Just under 8 minutes ago, 12 points separating these two jams.
I think everyone let out a collective breath as well. You kind of hold everything in when you see that moment.
Most definitely. No timeouts or official reviews have been taken. So
from either team, I didn't even realize that.
So there's a lot of opportunities to stop this game and play some more strategic style.
I mean, we were talking about how fast-paced everything was. Now, that last jam, I can safely say, was one of Maryland's best up until that moment, because not only did they have control, but they definitely had the momentum.
Interesting thing, fun fact, Hal's beard is an international champion. He does compete. You saw him walk in and out. His beard's, I don't know, longer than most ladies' hair that I know.
Double the length of my hair, that's for sure. And back to the action. Joe Means Joe out first and with lead.
Philadelphia just gets out behind, but about half a track separating these two skaters.
Maryland at the back. Melcree creating some space for
Yes.
Joe Means Joe. That was effective O at its finest by Pivot Melcree.
Right here in front of us. Bumped one skater, ricocheted off, bumped the other. A hole wide open for the jammer.
She's like, you think you're going to goat me? There's no way.
Oh, here you go. Right to replay. Boom. One shoulder one way, one shoulder the other. Just drive a freight train through there.
So Melcree used to skate out of Lloydminster, which is right on the border between Saskatchewan and Alberta, now living in Saskatoon, skating for Team Sask. And I used to loathe the skating against Melcree for exactly that reason. And we have Coleshaw out with the star for Saskatchewan, able to get a jersey whip off Nemesis.
Yeah, Bang Bang trying to get free, trying to go around the outside.
Nemesis, Pterodactyl getting in front, now playing pinball there with Bang Bang.
Once again, able to get a help around the outside. Coleshaw breaks free from the pack for 4 more points.
Terralizer taking another seat in the penalty box on a direction of play call.
Yeah, and just like that, Saskatchewan out quickly, shutting the jam down twice in a row.
Yeah, Saskatchewan is hungry for a win, and as I mentioned before, they've only had one other win in their BOTAS appearances. Of course, I think they've only played 4 games apiece in each BOTAS. One win against Maryland.
Yeah, indeed. So Maryland trying to do something in revenge, but Saskatchewan right now able to keep ahead of the team, just extending it every time they get close again.
We've got a comment here on the stream. Thank you, by the way, for those saying Sask does like to keep games exciting. Yep, that's in our blood. Even our pro teams do the same. Keep you on your toes until the very end.
All right, pretty Paralyzer out there trying to drive to the front, grinning as doing so. And great job there by 007, doing a wonderful job holding up, and then who comes through on the inside?
Joe Means Joe. I'm glad you gave that blocker love out there because it's true. This has been such a phenomenal game for both jammers and blockers. Oh, nice little hit there by number 9-4 on Maryland.
Most definitely. That was a huge hit. That is Catastrophe added to our roster late. So sorry for the delay looking up the name and number.
But it's still Joe Means Joe cleared for 4 points and a call off by Pretty Paralyzer.
We'll wait and see the clarification. I didn't see points go up, so they might be doing some checking. Looks like just a single point picked up by Pretty Paralyzer.
Oh, and for the first time, we are going to see Nikki Fury with the star for Team Saskatchewan. Nikki Fury has been also one of those skaters, one of the few on Team Sask that has made every single BOTAS appearance.
Yep.
I traveled with the team their first year in 2018, and she was just the jammer of record for so many of those games, like stand-out performance. But as I mentioned, coming back from a surgery last year, so this is big for Nikki Fury.
All right, lead jammer goes to Philadelphia, able to get around the outside. Nikki Fury having a little bit of struggles right now, trying to figure out something to this Maryland defense. That general chaos in the back, trying to stay in front.
Yeah, Nikki maybe doing too much lateral movement, but hey, look at that. She gets free, while Amanda Stroyer, unfortunately, takes a bit tumble backwards.
All right, cut track is a call with Philadelphia here in turn 2. Jump back on the track.
Oh, on Philadelphia. My apologies. Lots going on. So Philadelphia taking a seat in the penalty box.
And getting an insubordination. So that's a full minute now. That's gonna hurt for Team Maryland. That's unfortunate, but
yeah, jammer ref Don Scorleone, a very veteran referee, did not like the attitude that was going on there. That's a tough one too. You only have 4 penalties in this half, and so Nikki Fury on her first big jam performance back from recovery is now the only jammer out there.
Yeah, just looking to stay clean right now. They have the lead, put some points up, but don't try to take too many risks.
Yeah, but there's Marv.
Hey, she gently took it, went out, not need to rush, trying to do too much. So yeah, Nikki Fury keeping things going and keeping putting points on the board.
Yeah, working around, trying to just move those hips around anyway.
That was a cheeky little move, stepped right in, and Marv was looking the wrong way and went right on through. That was that's a pretty vet move there.
You gotta love that. Nikki Fury skating out of Weyburn, Saskatchewan. And we've got Terralizer, Skidlet, Amanda Stroyer holding things down. Ooh, Skidlet's so fast!
Yeah, that was a great job. So Jay doing a great job jamming, gets a knockoff, and uses that speed to jump back and basically just crush the heart on that last one. All right, looks like we got some replays going on here. Oh, that was that brilliant little step in. Nikki Fury. Marv just looked the wrong way for a second, and they all were lined up in a row, so able to get back on and get right forward. That was great track awareness and understanding of a veteran player.
And we have lots of Sask love. Thank you for watching. Blondie Lawless, I know, from Saskatoon, cheering on so many of the Saskatoon Roller Derby League skaters, many of them on the WFTDA charter team as well. Hailing from there, the Mind Fox. Meanwhile, back to play. We've got Coleshaw with the star.
Going against Bang Bang, who's trying to drive front. And just as you say so, Coleshaw finds a hole on the inside. So consistent.
Very consistent. You're 100% right on that. Able to find what works and then stick to it. A lot of jammers change it up too soon. You want to keep what works, and in this case, strength and agility always
big
work.
hit there on the back by Lady Kaboom, longtime veteran of Charm City, able to put down Coleshaw, which not many people have been able to do so far today.
And a timeout called by Team Maryland, which is the first of clock stoppage that's been called by a team in this bout, and we have exactly a minute 30 left on game clock.
All right, let's give a shout out to 888. Derby isn't your typical sport. It's more like a carefully choreographed mosh pit on wheels. That's why we make protective gear specifically designed for those who lay it out there on the track. We cover heads, elbows, wrists, knees, hips, and yes, even the butts. Because being derby ready is one thing, but being derby dominant is another. Check them out online. Check their website out at www.8.com and find them on Instagram.
We are in game 6. Game 6. Now, they've all been 30-minute games so far. This is the final one here at BOTAS. We are live from Hatfield, Pennsylvania. Big thank you to New England Roller Derby Report for helping deliver this into and Chad saying you're welcome over. Chad, I joked this morning that I left him right where I last saw him, which was 2 years ago in that very chair. That's how dedicated he is. Phenomenal, streaming all the best derby all the time.
All right, give a couple shout-outs. LQ is my derby hero. LQ, longtime veteran of Charm. Yes, indeed. Another shout-out to Hal's Beard on the bench. There's a scar sighting. So thank you for all being active out there. Thank you for all listening in and supporting Nerd Derby Report. We appreciate it. Enjoy the rest of this game. We got a minute and a half to go.
Woo! And we've got Maryland taking lead, but Joe Means Joe right behind.
Yeah, General Chaos, first time jamming. Strong jammer from Maryland. They've had her pivoting a lot so far in the game.
Oh, we've got Heaven's Reject, Scott Free, and Venus out on the line. They are well known to one another. And my goodness, Joe Means Joe taking a seat in the penalty box next to Pivot. It was a back block call next to Pivot, Dame Tamer. Those two like to keep each other company.
Yeah, no relief when you have your pivot and your jammer in the box. Now, General Chaos powering through. Big hit there on the back stretch.
Seems like very focused Chaos. Possibly, though, a little too late in the game, but we'll take it. Maryland coming in strong on this jam.
Choosing to call it off after getting into the pack. See if she picked up.
Yeah, might as well freeze that jammer in there. So 40 seconds left on the game clock. So
2 points picked up on the last pass.
Yeah, that was a big one. So Maryland at 71, Saskatchewan 92. That is not an insurmountable lead.
No, but right now you got the jammer standing, so at least get the power start. They're going to send Rexy Dangerfield to jam for the first time in this game.
Ooh, and as you can see on the stream, we're going with a pivot start, and Malcree is not going to allow that for Team Sask, reforming in front alongside Skidlet, Amanda Stroyer, and Terralizer, and already Joe Means Joe slicing through the arms, coming through, picking up lead right out of the penalty box.
Now period clock winding down. It now has hit 0. Joe Means Joe just kind of snuck onto track and boom, right through the pack. No hesitation.
Yeah, Saskatchewan certainly has Maryland's number on this one because the only team they've defeated before at BOTAS looks like they're going on to beat them once again.
All right, Rexy Danger getting roughed up on the back stretch. Joe Means Joe looks like out there for an open skate, just relaxed, not worrying about anything in the world.
Well, keeping listening over there to bench coaching. An incredible effort for that final jam of the game. Saskatchewan clearly taking this, even with an unofficial score right now of 98-71.
Yeah, most definitely so. Unofficial, wait, see what happens. What that means, Saskatchewan picking up another win. They're looking like they're going to be a strong contender this weekend. I've seen a couple teams surprise me that come back that, look like they're getting better each year. Louisiana's one, Saskatchewan's another. Team Maryland dealt another tough loss. They're going to have to wait to get back into action.
And Maryland had some really phenomenal moments, a lot to be proud of there. It was a really exciting game. I know everyone on the stream has been saying just that, whether no matter who you support, it was a fun game to watch. It's also the final 30-minute bout. So now we're going to move into 40-minute play after this, and I know Tom Foolery has some details on who's up next. Or
all right,
where
I'm just double-checking
next.
just to make sure. So we got Maryland, Saskatchewan up next. Florida versus Maine. It's supposed to be at 1 p.m. Understanding we're running a little bit behind, so stay tuned. Keep an eye on what's going on with the internet feed and all the comments. We're at a delay right now, but right now, Saskatchewan picking up a big win, taking their thank yous. Maryland, tough loss once again, but you know what? This is what Battle of the All-Stars is all about, bringing these players together from all over their state and getting to put it on the track.
100%. And we are going to take just the briefest audio break here to discuss MVPs, and then we'll be right back on this feed. So don't go anywhere because there's going to be an update to that and also way more Derby coming up as well. All right, welcome back. We're just wrapping up Saskatchewan versus Maryland, a win for Team Sask, 98-71. Your MVP for Team Saskatchewan is going to go to Captain Melkery.
All right, Team Maryland goes to Killa Chris, came in, had an impact in a few jams. It's been a wonderful game. Thank you so much, Stephnella.
Thank you, Tom Foolery. It has been a blast here. And guys, don't go anywhere because New England Roller Derby Report is going to bring more action. We have a full day of 4. So there's plenty more to come, and we'll be right back with more.